Sophie, thank you. Tonight on BBC London. Also ahead on the programme this evening. Good evening and welcome to the programme. I'm Luxmy Gopal. Tonight, is the South London hospitals under extra pressure as junior doctors resume their ongoing strike action in the aftermath of the cyber attack? Earlier this month, hackers targeted the pathology provider Synovis, which has led to delays in processing blood tests and the cancellation of thousands of operations and appointments. Some doctors at Guy's Hospital were given special permission to cross the picket line as the hospital continues to struggle following the attack. Our health correspondent Carl Mercer has more. Well, the NHS has set up a public helpline for anyone who's affected by the cyber attack. You can call the number on your screen now for more information. It's 0345 877 8967. Now, it's nearly decision time, isn't it? With just 1 week to go until polling day in the general election. Tonight, we're out and about in an area you may recognise for its support of England's football teams. So the question is, how are residents juggling Euros fever with election anticipation? Well, let's join Riz, who's there now, from football fans to a bit of cricket. England are currently in action in the men's 2020 Cricket World Cup final in a rain-affected semi-final match in Guyana. But here in the capital today, a very different cricket event was taking place at Lord's. One London school was among those battling it out to become national champions at table cricket. If you've never heard of it, like me, Chris Slegg can explain more. We've learnt something new. Now, some people can just turn their hand to anything, can't they? And that seems to be the case with rapper turned director Rapman. He's made Peckham the setting for his latest project. The superhero drama series Supercell is a return to his South London roots. He's already had success with his debut Blue Story, and he's been talking to our reporter Michael Mackenzie. Now it's time to take a look at what's ahead weather-wise. Stav has the forecast for us. Stav, it's a bit of a change yesterday from today, and I just feel like we can't keep up. I've coined a phrase, tell me if it's meteorologically sound, weather whiplash. Okay, that's a no.
Whiplash. I like that. No, I like that. It's all over.
I don't think he was that impressed with my weather whiplash. I'll still try and make it happen. Now, just one headline to bring you from today. An undercover social media pages. You can read about a vintage tube train that was vandalised but is now back on track. And of course, you can go online to find out all you need to know about the general election. I'm back at 10:30. Goodbye. Sophie, thank you. On BBC London tonight, the hospital's under extra pressure due to the fallout from the cyber attack and now also strike action. Good evening and welcome. I'm Luxmy Gopal. Tonight, the South London hospitals under extra pressure as junior doctors resume their ongoing strike action in the aftermath of the cyber attack. Earlier this month, hackers targeted the pathology provider Synovis, which has led to delays in processing blood tests and the cancellation of thousands of operations and appointments. Some doctors at Guy's Hospital were given special permission to cross the picket line as the hospital continues to struggle following the attack. Our health correspondent Carl Mercer has more. A serving Metropolitan Police officer is due to appear in court after allegedly stealing from a man who collapsed. Now, England may be out of the T20 Cricket World Cup, but we do have some nice cricket news for you here. Well, a type of cricket. At Lord's today, a London school was among those battling it out to become national champions at table cricket. If you've never heard of it, Chris Slegg can explain more. Now it's time for a look at the weather forecast with Staff. Forecast looking pretty good for tomorrow then. You can go to our social media pages for a look ahead to this weekend's Pride event and the likely impact on transport in the city. Victoria will be with you from tomorrow morning just before 6:30, but from those of us here on the late team, good night.